A boom in new business startups, loans from the startup loan company reaches new highs, and the importance of knowing your credit score when borrowing money. All of this in the latest Business Finance Bulletin. It seems that the entrepreneurial spirit in the UK is very much alive and kicking. The accountancy firm UHY have analysed data at HMRC and worked out that in 2020 there were 726,000 new businesses formed. That compares to 636,000 in 2019. So we can see there's very much been a boom in startups in 2020. In fact, the UK is ranked 5th out of 22 countries in terms of the number of new startups. So it's clear that the UK business owners are very much out there looking to start up new ventures. Now, in terms of the favoured sectors, perhaps not surprisingly, it's online retailers. UHY have worked out that on average, there were 4,613 businesses in the online retail space started up every month. I mean, that's a significant number. So what's driving this and the overall boom in new startups? Well, obviously in 2020, it was a tough year for many people. Many people were on furlough, so they had more time to think about starting up a business. And of course, people lost their jobs as well. So they wanted to look at how they could replace that income by starting a business. So overall, this is really good news for the UK economy. It's always good to see new startups coming on the scene. And so well done, and I applaud those new startups. Continuing the theme of startups, news from the startup loan company that they have reached a new milestone in terms of the total amount of money lent and businesses supported. In the previous segment, I mentioned that in 2020, there were 726,000 new businesses that had been formed. Well, a startup loan company is one source of finance that new companies can turn to. Many businesses will, of course, start with owners kind of relying on their past redundancy money or savings, but some of them will need finance, and that's where the startup loan company comes in. Well, the startup loan company has announced that they've now reached a new milestone with a total of £750 million being dispersed since they started in 2012, and that's to 85,500 businesses. So a phenomenal figure as regards how much money has been lent out to support these new startups. Looking at the year 2020 to 2021, in that financial year, the startup loan company distributed £173 million, with just over 11,400 businesses supported. So another very good, strong year. Who did the £750 millionth go to? Well, that was a guy called Aaron Moe, who started up a new Chinese bakery in Bermondsey. He's used that money to kit out his bakery in terms of equipment and additional cash flow. So well done to Aaron for taking that first step into self-employment. So if you want to know more about the startup loan company, just go along to their website, which is startuploans.co.uk, and there you'll find more information about the £25,000 maximum you can borrow, the interest rate 6% fixed, and you have over 5 years to pay it back. So it's a great government initiative that is really beginning to pay dividends for many new startups. When it comes to arranging business finance, whether that's via a sole trader, partnership or limited company, one conversation we have to have is about the owner's personal credit scores. Now, quite often the owners will say, well, why do you need to know about my personal credit score? I'm borrowing via my business. However, lenders are very interested in your personal credit score because the view is that the way you manage your personal finances is likely to be the way that you manage your business finances. So it's important that you know all about credit scores. An interesting survey's come out from TSB, and the surveys reveal that 36% of people said that they're vaguely aware of the concept of credit scores, but not really sure about it. And 18% said they had no idea what it was about at all. Now, hopefully, as a business owner, you're a bit more savvy than that. Now, the lenders say they put a great store against your credit scores. And in fact, quite often the first review of an application will include a credit score. And if you've got a poor personal credit score, then it's likely your application will fall at the first hurdle. So if you want to know more about your credit score, then there are 3 different credit reference agencies that you can check out. You've got Experian, Equifax and TransUnion. There you can get hold of a credit report, and it's important that you review your report before you apply for credit, so you know what your score and what your credit file looks like. So if you do want to know a little bit more about that and chat this through, feel free just to drop us an email, info@businessloanservices.co.uk, and we can have a further conversation of how a credit score could negatively impact your finance application. Well, that's it for another bulletin. As ever, I hope you enjoyed watching and listening to it. And if you did, please don't forget to give it a like, a share, and of course, subscribe to this channel. So that's it. Look forward to being with you again next time. In the meantime, have a great, successful and profitable week.